All right.
Shit is super trash.
What's on this list for this week?
Nothing.
Nah, it's
Nah,
something. Hold
there's
on.
some shit to talk
Is
about.
wrestling
There's
this
some,
week?
Look.
Watch
There's
this.
really good wrestling this week.
Oh,
Hold
shout
on.
out to the fam.
We did a show, and then the next night. Now, mind you, the current is he still the current Sausage Champion wrestling?
Sausage Castle, yeah.
Sausage Castle Wrestling. I'm sorry, Sausage 2-time Sausage Castle Wrestling Champion. AJ Francis.
Sausages.
He also just won. He won a
The
title,
Cuban.
I believe, in
The
Trinidad.
Cuba. I thought it was Cuba.
No,
he
Trinidad.
went to Trinidad. No, he went to Trinidad. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Trinidad?
Trinidad, I believe. Yeah. He's their actual champion, and Mark Henry was supposed to be the he was like the commissioner, honorary commissioner when he went down there.
Streets was saying I'm not gonna hold you. Streets was saying that the reason AJ and them was back on WWE TV was because somebody was on something else. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't know if that's true, but
He real quick, the All Caribbean Wrestling Champion, or at least that's the promotion where he won his
Currently.
title in Trinidad. Yeah,
when was that?
heavyweight wrestling champion.
Like
This
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, August 5th, around that time.
Damn.
August 2nd, he has a picture of Mark Henry, so it's early August. He won the
No,
title.
I corrected that. Rob, I corrected it.
Cal can say, all right, you want to talk about the sausage champ? Hold up. All right, because on something else, see, y'all playing. AJ Francis talked about the photo when he became a 2-time sausage champion, sausage castle wrestling champion. If y'all didn't watch that shit,
I assume that we're gonna start with my infamous picture with Bay.
You know, I was gonna ease into that, but since you brought it up, here I
definitely
was.
gonna ease into it.
How can I make that splash? And I sat there and I thought, well, one way I could do it is I could post a picture with Bay. Because the first time I won this title in 2019, I took a picture in bed and we was just cuddled up under the covers. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I got to recreate that somehow. So I was getting ready to take pictures for my birthday shots, which I ended up posting a week later. You know what I'm saying? So I got in the shower, got my fit together. After I got out the shower, I'm drying off. I'm like, I'm about to get this fit crazy. And then I'm going to take the picture with Bay on the balcony. And I'm drying off. And I'm like, wait, I can just go like this. So impromptu, set the camera on self-timer, put Bay over my shoulder, let her drape down, and the rest is history. You know what I'm saying?
now,
No, sir, I didn't like it.
brother fam, I'm gonna say this.
Uh-uh.
Now, I appreciate the fact that he felt because mind you, Mav, this wasn't prompted, and we're not talking about like they had a conversation and then he said, "Yo, let me talk about the time I posed nude with my championship." This was 2 minutes into something else. He said, "Oh, I thought we was going to talk about the time my dick was out with the championship," and then told the story.
When I spread my butt cheeks, it's my concho and
He didn't
Playgirl
spread-
magazine.
He didn't spread his butt cheeks. He said.
You never seen Talladega Nights? Come on.
He said he took a shower and instead of putting some clothes on, he let the belt drape on his.
I don't. No, I'm good.
No, you want?
I assume that
We're not going to talk. You want to watch it again? All right.
I don't like this part of the show.
Hey, we just promoting something else. But again, look.
Now I know what to do next time I win the predictions title.
The thing is, you wild drip. The streets was saying that interview is what got Triple H to get Hit Row back on SmackDown.
No, that's legit.
Did we cause Pioneer City to come back to the WWE? Fam, you holding that title?
Shouldn't have never left.
Should.
First of all, be clear. I'm not holding any title AJ Francis is holding. Ever. And yes, something else. Something else is the reason.
That's what I heard.
They back.
I assume that we're gonna start with my my infamous picture with.
No, we're not gonna talk about
With Triple H?
Nah,
Is
get
it
him
what
off the
about a
control.
picture of Triple H pointing with him
All
and the picture?
No, but wait, that's a good question. That's good because over the last since the Triple H era is what 3 weeks.
Yeah.
A lot of the people we've been, a lot of what Triple H's moves have been related to what he was trying to do with the NXT crowd that he was cultivating, right? Like all of it.
Hey Ben, you know who I am. You know what you know what I do. You know who I am. You know
He
what
said-
I do, Ben.
He said, "You know my body.
You know my body.
You know my body."
Stop it.
Price of the brick going up.
Young Sabu.
Nah, that's it right there. How we 5 years in? I ain't even think about that.
Wait,
That was his whole shit. He wouldn't talk.
It's
Yeah, because he was too busy being Hannibal Lecter with that.
No, Sabu was fucking amazing. The way y'all hype over the Young Bucks and shit like that, y'all would have been hyping over
No, because
Sabu.
when I talk about Sabu before, Math was like he was sloppy, like he was
Because he
flipping
was
and flopping
sloppy.
all over the place.
Wait, Drip, because he was sloppy though. But this is the thing. We got to see ECW every week where
I
it
ain't saying
was
I don't like Sabu. I do like Sabu. I'm just saying like he would be like, "Oh, I'm going to bounce from here to here." And then
no.
fall, he'd be like, "Fuck."
You see this? Kyle, what you know about this, yo?
come on, fam.
Wait,
Come
what's
on, fam.
what's the pit crew?
Sneaker spot used to be in Frederick.
Hold on.
You know my body.
Hold on.
But the thing was, Royale, it really, I don't know if niggas knew what spots were at the time.
No. They were still
Right.
learning.
It was still like he was legit one of the first people that I saw doing that,
Yeah.
doing all that. He was like legit springboard,
Is he the
springboard,
OG spot
table.
monkey?
Yes.
springboard, table, barbed wire.
Yeah.
His matches going to
Yeah.
have headlocks, at least not him applying the headlock. Yeah.
But it was a mystique though, because he would go, it would be 911 wheeling him to the ring like Hannibal Lecter. He'd go up in the ring, he would get released, and then it was
Go.
destroyed. Because he
It'd
he
be
would
like what Darby Allin's supposed to be, where like I'm the weapon.
it was worse. The match would
No,
be
I know
over.
that. Yeah.
No, wait, Drip. The match would be over, and Sabu would say, "All right, now it's time for me to moonsault through a table." It wasn't part of a storyline. It wouldn't even be people on the table. He gonna moonsault through a table.
He would moonsault through the table in the audience. Like, yo, why are you doing that?
'Cause
Just
it's wrestling.
because.
Because he's spotting.
That's normally when you don't
Drugs.
do it. But
Drugs too. Like
I mean,
boy, I don't know
Drip,
about y'all.
honestly, Drip, I think that's part of it. But I've watched a couple of interviews with Sabu because I was such a fan of ECW, and I think, I mean, he's his family was the Sheik.
the Sheik.
Like the
Yeah,
original
his
Sheik,
uncle.
like he's been in the he's been in the wrestling world for forever. Like I think he understands the highs and lows of it more than a lot of people, and he also understands that not only is it a work, but it's a spectacle. So he's going to go out there and do. When you see Sabu, you're going to see all the wild shit. That's what fucked him up with ECW, right? Because he was taking deals over in Japan when he was supposed to be in America because there was more money. He knew he was going to wild out over there because, I mean, I don't want to call him a fucking spot monkey, but it was all about the spot.
infamous neck break is because he was trying to contort his body a different way.
That neck break was crazy.
That shit was crazy.
The fact that I saw that on TV, and then they called him the Canadian Crip, like they emphasized the Crippler heavy that next week.
That was his name in other promotions.
Because he legit threw a nigga in the air and his neck broke when he
On the
fell.
Hard Knocks DVD, which was a good DVD. Like
It was a good DVD.
he had said where like Paulie called me, he's like, I got an idea for you're gonna be the Crippler, and he's like, no, I just want to know how Sabu's doing. He's like, oh, it'll be fine. We're gonna do these vignettes now, and you're gonna like, won't move your hands, and you're the crippler, and you know your whole gimmick is you're just gonna cripple people. And he was like, but how is he? He was like,
but wait, Drip. You know what's funny? Sabu in shoot interviews was like, Chris Benoit, fuck him. like he made it seem like Chris Benoit didn't give a shit about him after he fucking broke his neck or whatever.
You broke his neck.
Interesting time. I don't know how it looks like people in the chat was watching ECW. I don't know how people really understand how influential shit was.
They kind of old too.
Who? Me?
No, the people in the chat.
Oh,
They're older niggas, so
right.
They saw a lot of that shit too.
At the very least, they understand. No, but shouts out to Hit Row.